And he'd come home frustrated, and there'd be self-harm and holes in walls, and so the frustration level on the family was so high. They were just burdened, feeling hopeless, and the bit of funding they had was being used for something that was most unhelpful. And so when they came and talked with us, we were talking not so much about a better service, but about a better life. You know, what might a better life be? We just felt them hooked straight into that. Yes. Here's their 25-year-old son who's been treated like an 8-year-old because of some of the challenges he has, but who's not getting a 25-year-old typical life. And that's where our networks counted. One of our workers, Sue Ellen, said, what about Pat? And so we rang Matt. And so this whole conversation that Matt had with the family was just so key, where it gave a pathway forward. And that's what we want to put out to you today about, you know, building capacity, is having options or tools or tasks, whether it's music or story or drama or creativity or food or, you know, whatever the resource might be. You may not want to use PATH, but you may find other tactics.
Then you project yourself or the family or the community into the future, and you look back and you say, these are the things that have been positive and possible that we have achieved. And so sometimes in our family's path here, you know, we've got well rested. We've come back from Southwest Rocks after a holiday, you know. So there can be really concrete goals that can be teased out from the outside, the North Star, but often the North Star is very much the values as well. So family values or personal values and things like that can be teased into, you know, well, how does that fit? Why isn't that job the right fit for me? I want to work out by this time next year. I want to look back and I would have been clearer in myself to know that that's what I'm going to be doing. And then we move into what's called the enroll, which is this sort of section in here. And often you'll have different, who do you need to get on board, which may be a service provider, but it may be a next door neighbour, it may be you know, a family friend, it could be, you know, Mark from the community centre. And again, you're not putting down the name, you might just be putting down a Christian name, you might be putting an initial, whatever, to make the positive and possible goals happen. Then we move over to first steps, which is that bit just here. And first steps are looking at actioning some of those particular goals. So it can get quite not tasky, but it can get, you know, some of the first step might be to share it with someone, invite family over to share and to know where you're coming from. And then we generally just do a round, as in we all, you know, where's everyone travelling, how's everyone feeling with what's happening and all of that, and then we almost like ceremoniously roll the path up and present it to the family, and off we go, and you know, we check in and see how often the family will ring and, you know, check in, or we might review a path a year down the track or whatever. So that, in a very quick nutshell, is PATH.
So if we want to know more about PATH, could we do some training sometime with you?
Yes.
Or the parent
we can do some training.
So if we want to do more...
If you want to do a training, we run a couple of 2-day sessions. Okay. The sessions, you know, for 2 days. So
which gives us a comprehensive, inclusive,
very
colourful visual planning tool, which is building individual and community capacity.
That's right.